and another 15 mice. That's pretty savage, man. This combo is absolutely insane. This should be illegal. This should be illegal. Unbelievable, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a brand new infinite loop in standard, and you know I had to get in on the fun and at least try this out. I'm sure you might have seen this all over the place already. A lot of people have been trying it out, but it's an infinite combination between Tamiyo and 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice being a saga that has 2 saga triggers that allow you to copy any other token on the battlefield. Now, if 3 blind mice is a token, you can copy that twice per saga, which can get out of hand very quickly and go absolutely infinite. Tamiyo is the way to get that into a token. Of course, Tamiyo has an ability to bring something, a permanent, back from the graveyard to the battlefield as a token, making the 3 blind mice into a token. Now, obviously, turn 2, Faithful Mending, you get the blind mice into the yard. Turn 4, turn 5, you get the Tamiyo down, and you're going infinite. Now, the only way to stop that, obviously, if the opponent has some sort of farewell effect, or if they have a destroy enchantment effect at instant speed, and those 2 things aren't exactly all over the place right now, so you're gonna go infinite quite a bit with this build. And because we are a tokens deck trying to get a bunch of these little 1/1 mice, we lean into that token idea quite a bit here with the Virtue. We've got Wedding Announcement, and we got Broker's Ascendancy. So all of these little 1/1 mice are gonna get pumped through the actual moon with both of these cards on the battlefield. So should be a lot of fun. Not to mention, if we bring back a Broker's Ascendancy as a token, you can start copying some Broker's Ascendancy as well to stack up a lot faster. But that's the deck, guys. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one. We're gonna jump right into it. But if you are new here, we do post videos on this channel 5 days a week just like this. So if you enjoy content like this, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that stuff helps out an absolute ton. I'd greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the video though, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially 2 games out from Diamond. Thank God. It's been a little too long, but we are going to get there officially through some memes. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited, man. Today's gonna be a good day. We're memeing our way to Diamond. Who knows how much farther past that too, because this deck is actually legit, like very, very much legit. I've been playing it all morning. And it's kind of crazy. The Tamiyo combination just pops off like crazy. As soon as you're able to make that copy, the 3 blind mice, game's over pretty much. And the opponent misses on their discarding effect, which is kind of huge. There's the Tamiyo. And I'll just drop the 2 Faithful Mendings because I can recast them from the graveyard. So there's some value there. Pass the turn. Say go. Look to do another Faithful Mending here if we can find 3 blind mice. We've got Tamiyo on turn 4 and the combination's already online, and I don't see how the opponent beats us. Unless they're running green somehow, or white of some sort to blow up enchantments, but black doesn't really offer that, so.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit.
Let's start with this first, see what happens. Okay, not ideal. Not the most ideal situation. And then we got to discard a card here, huh? It's got to be Broker's Ascendancy, unfortunately, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna have to give up another discard here because I need to play the Wandering Emperor at flash speed to try to get some attacks through on the Liliana in order to take it out, because I can't really afford to keep discarding every turn. I have Memory Deluge, which is nice, but it's not exactly gonna reload our hand, you know? Okay, that's still fine because we can tap that with the Tamiyo and exile it. So giving up the Memory Deluge here. Trying to keep some value because these, you know, have flashback, but here we go. Let the games begin. We get the 2/2. We draw. All good. We go here. Tamiyo comes in. All right, so Tamiyo is gonna lock up the Shieldred. Now I have a really tough decision I have to make here. I can either create another 2/2 or plus this and try to take out, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna plus this because I could take Shieldred out now, which sounds great and everything, But I think I'd rather go here and then look to exile the Shieldred when I can still keep my Wandering Emperor. Have my cake and eat it too, you know what I mean? And they take out my wedding announcement, which is kind of sad. I kind of needed that. I mean, our hand is completely empty now. And they can start hitting my graveyard. That's so savage. All right, fair enough. They take the Memory Deluge. We're still in a good spot here, though. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here. All right. We're gonna go here. Yes, we discard. That'll stop it from being able to exile any more nonsense from my graveyard. Man, we are really sacrificing the longevity of our card advantage to combat this opponent, but you know, I'll take it. If I can get Tamiyo to its ultimate, we can draw cards every turn, which would be very, very helpful. Sometimes I don't understand my luck. I don't understand my luck. There goes both my faithful mendings. Unreal. Okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
We are past. We are future.
Let's go here.
We've got the edge in this fight.
All right. We've got a 4/4. We're going to create another chump blocker, so they don't have very good attacks coming through on this next turn. I could send one of them back, but I don't have another card to discard, so that's not possible. But maybe if they drop another spell, who knows? All right, so they send both of them, and they're spreading out the damage here. There goes our other ability, you know, another permanent we could have taken from our graveyard and made a copy of. Take one out, chump the other. Sure. All right, we draw. It's a wedding announcement. That's actually really good. We'll take that. We'll take that. I am gonna go here. Take that out. Go here. I think we're doing a pretty good job right now. I mean, it is an absolute grind fest to the finish here, but I think we're doing a pretty good job of flustering the opponent enough to keep them busy. All right, there goes the Wandering Emperor. And an Obliterator. Yikes, man! It just keeps getting worse. When you think you've got them figured out and it's all good, it just keeps getting worse. All right, and we'll create 2 more threats, and they all go to 2/2s, which makes us really good block for the Graveyard Glutton. Oh man. Now keep in mind they could have top decked like a Go for the Throat here. Target opponent discards 2 cards, create a Wicked Roll token. Might as well, right? We're discarding it anyways. What's the plan? Are we attacking? All right. I think we've got enough value on board here now that we should be taking the lead here. So the opponent loses their Graveyard Glutton. They do 1 damage to me because of the Wicked Roll token. We draw a card, go here, submit 0. And we've seen the importance of discarding, because we also got to worry about the fact that if we draw into our 4th Faithful Mending, we need something to discard. So we'll keep the land in hand here just to give us something as fodder to sacrifice discarding effects. Nice, we finally taken the lead. Oh, we get the Faithful Mending. It pays off, man. You gotta know what's in your build, man. You gotta know what's in your build and be prepared. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, that's gonna do it. That's gonna be game, ladies and gentlemen, because what's gonna happen now is we are gonna go with the 3 blind mice play and win the game. It's that simple. G to the G's, baby. They draw another discarding effect. Not good enough. What a grind battle, though. My goodness. All right, that was a fantastic first game. I'm a little nervous about this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, but I've been trying to adjust my audio settings, and I made a few tweaks in between that last game and this one now that I rewatched that one back. I'm trying to get the audio dialed in just right. I feel like I haven't really looked into my audio a lot lately, and I feel like it's kind of been getting away from me. But I've turned up the music a little bit. I just adjusted the game volume too, turned that up a bit, so hopefully you get some more ambient effects instead of just, you know, quietness in my voice. Let me know if it gets a little too loud though, you know. All right, so we're up against 5 colors, which is pretty interesting. I've ran into 5 colors playing this build a lot, so I feel that's like it's a bit of an algorithmic thing. If you play this build, you're gonna run into 5 color builds, because I think there's another like weird janky combo with the 5 color decks right now. You get the Desecrator down and you flip your Alara. It's pretty cool. Nice, we actually get the 3 blind mice hit, which I might just take advantage of because I really wanted to go to the graveyard. I don't have my Faithful Mending right now, so... Or I could just try to get the Tameo alted ASAP. Nah, it's 3 blind mice. Let's go. I gotta get this thing. Gotta get this thing into the yard. Alright. The Sunfall in this matchup is going to be very, very key, because if they do have a herd migration and that's their, you know, sort of win con here, having this late game is going to be very good. All right, opponent not able to activate the Stomper. Very good. They go herd migration though to get another land. All right, we're going Tameo here for the full cost. That way we can start getting Tameo close to that ultimate if possible. Tap down the Stomper in case they play, let's say, like a Zendikar next turn. We don't want them to be able to flip the Zendikar right away. That's tough, though. Sheesh, that's tough. Okay. May have to turn on the Sunfall here. Actually, no. I can actually just tap it down and then Wandering Emperor it away. It's not a bad turn. That's something we're gonna want to exile anyways, you know. Oof, Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding's a nightmare because it can hit any permanent. So even if I, let's say, alt the Tameo, they can take that artifact. Yikes, that's a good hand, man. That's a really good hand. I don't love it. I don't love it. All right, so we know what they're gonna do. They're gonna take, with the Leyline Binding, the Tameo. It is what it is. I want to make sure I'm able to block this. So these are all gonna get 1/1 counters. This goes to 3. This goes to 2. Leave some blockers to threaten that that Stomper. There's the Leyline Binding, takes the Tameo. It is what it is. We have the ability to blow that up and get the Tameo right back later. We'll probably just play this Tameo though. Ossification on the Wandering Emperor, pretty brutal.
I'm never done for good.
Invasion, that's fine. All right, I think we're okay. They can't counter, which is great because this is going to go to the yard and we're going to reanimate it and hopefully get the infinite loop going, and the opponent's not going to be able to answer. That's the goal. I thought that maybe they had another Leyline Binding there, but I guess not. All right, so no counter spells coming out here, which is good. Tameo comes down nice and clean. We're able to do 1, 2, 3. 3 blind mice back on the field. We attack in with both because there's nothing with haste from the opponent's 5-color build. Plus we got vigilance. All right, I would imagine they're gonna go herd migration to make some blocks here, but we'll just Sunfall and then just, like I said, we've got the infinite loop now, so we're locked in, man. Oh, they Sunfall themselves. Nice. That's fine. Let the 3 blind mice combination begin, ladies and gentlemen. They are in a lot of trouble, to say the least. All right. How about this? This is gonna make this appeared. They might have to well, they're gonna have to sacrifice the token if they want to do that, which they might. They sure do. Works for me, man. Works for me. And it's just a matter of time. This is the beauty of this deck. Once it's established like so, like once we've got the Tameo and the blind mice going, it's really just sit back and it's just let the game take its course, you know? What'd they hit from us? Memory Deluge? They can't really get anything out of that though. They didn't spend any mana, so it's gonna go for 0. What did they take? Tameo? Sure.
I have collected enough data.
Sure, dude.
For now.
Another Broker's Ascendancy's fun. Double copies of the 3 blind mice, and it's only gonna get worse. All right, we're gonna have to unfortunately give up a board full of creatures here though for this one turn, because I gotta get rid of the Atali, and there's really no great way to do it. I could blow up this and actually just tap it down. Yeah, that might be worth it. That way I can get another Broker's Ascendancy down and put some more value on the board. Seems like a good idea. Tap down the Atali. And then we're going to double the speed at which we can, you know, alt this Tameo, which is going to be next turn with this Broker's Ascendancy. We attack. Herd Migration is pretty nasty, but I think we're fine. Next turn we create an ungodly amount of mice. Atali's pretty dead in the water without a blinking effect. Tameo's gone again. That's a bummer. All right. How about 4 more blind mice? Make it 3 actually. All right. Let's see. Do we attack in with everything here and just allow them to make some double blocks, or do we just Sunfall the board now? Let's just Sunfall the board now. I don't really care. Like I said, we've got so much time here, it's not even funny. We get a 12-12 out of the deal. Another Herd Migration, another Sunfall coming in hot. And another 15 mice. That's pretty savage, man. This combo is absolutely insane. This should be illegal. This should be illegal. Unbelievable, man. Just keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. Now, keep in mind, I probably could have just done some other nonsense there, but I kind of like the way this is going. I kind of want this to last a little bit longer so we can keep the silliness up. But the opponents had enough. They're out of here. I don't blame them. There's the diamond we're looking for, baby. Finally in a diamond. Let's go. Let's keep the ball rolling, man. I am not mad at it, ladies and gentlemen. I am not mad at it. I'd be mad at it if it was being used against me, though. That's for sure. All right, this is a great hand. That's kind of how all my decks work, though. Not mad at it unless it's being used against me. So far, we've run into 2 decks, though, that do a pretty good job of really grinding us and forcing us, you know, forcing us to have to really work for it. Wedding announcement, huh? 3 blind mice goes first though here, just because the opponent hasn't done much yet to, you know, establish any sort of threats other than the reactor, which isn't great. And then if I can get this to the graveyard as fast as possible, reanimate it, you guys know the rest. Anvil, I mean, it's gonna be pretty tough. They're gonna drain us pretty fast with the anvil on board. They're gonna attack. Oh, they're not. They're gonna just... Okay. Interesting. So they actually get the effect of the anvil when it just leaves the battlefield. Oh, wow. I thought it was when it killed. Okay. Pretty cool. All right. This is a race, right? This is a race to the finish. So here we go. I don't think there's a much better play we can make than this. Really wish we would have got some lands there, but I mean, that's the second best thing I could have drawn for sure. Keep the mana flowing here. We're gonna keep getting these knights too, which is pretty busted. These things have vigilance and they're pretty powerful inherently. So Dragon Spark Reactor though, that's the card we really got to keep an eye on, because once that hits a certain point, that can one-shot us, you know what I mean? But our defenses are very high here and they're looking pretty good. I like what they're doing here though. This is a pretty cool build. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pretty jealous of their build. Pretty cool, my friend. Pretty cool. Eaten alive? Yikes. No attacks, though, from the opponent. We're still at 20. Kind of crazy. Keep the copies coming. And do we go with another Broker's Ascendancy here? Do we go Wedding Announcement? I think Wedding Announcement, because we need to get more threats on the board. The more threats, the wider we go, the more damage we can output. I think that's the better call. All right, we're going to send both of these. And then next turn, all of our creatures are going to get Vigilance. Give me a land. Come on, Wedding Announcements. Ugh. Dang it. Guess this is just one of those games, man. One of those games where the shuffler just does not want to give you resources. That's a card. That is a good one. They're at 8 potential damage right to the face here. 9 now. 9 damage. Still, the opponent doesn't have exactly, you know, phenomenal attacks here. They could take some advantage of the wideness of their board, but they don't. Anvil creates another 1/1. That Dragon Spark Reactor is crazy. I gotta figure something out for that. I need lands. It's like not even a question at this point. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? All right, well, we send everything here, which is good because they're going to be forced into making some blocks here and, you know, clearing up a little bit of these threats on the board. But my goodness, am I triggered right now? I am tilted. Apparently, there are no lands in my build. What in the actual is this? Oh, man. That Dragon Spark Reactor is going to one-shot us before we get a 4th land drop. Bet. We're in such a good position too, man. Like, we're doing pretty darn well. To lose off of that would be a travesty. I'm actually very happy they decided to do that, unless of course they have another crazy removal here. Oh, brother. You know what? I'm still happy they did that though, because it takes away that nasty you know, one shot looming over my head. Oh my god, we get a land, guys. But guess what? It's tapped. Enjoy that. All right, so we got Faithful Mending here for some life gain. I'm probably gonna have to take advantage of that. Drop the 3 blind mice, get the Tamio down. Actually, I already have one in the yard, don't I? Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one, guys. It is what it is. Eaten alive, and they're gonna sacrifice their Ronin? Oh, they just pay the full cost. Got it. All right, well, that changes my game plan too then. No, they can sack it though and just deal the 1 damage, huh? Shoot, that's game. That's game. Oh, it just has to die. Oh my god, that stinks. Had I gone Faithful Mending there instead, let me think about that. Maybe that was a mistake. I think we were dead either way, but let me think about that for a second. Let's go view battlefield here. Okay, so they had 3, 4, 5 attacking through on my 4 life, right? 4, go up to 6, 3, 4, 5 attacking through. They still have it. Yeah, they still have exactly lethal, no matter which card I would have played there. I lost to not getting lands. That's just super unfortunate. I really think we would have blown them out of the water too had we gotten lands, but sad day. Well, Arena can be pretty fickle sometimes. We got by the shuffler there. That's unfortunate. I've got a pretty good starting hand here. I like this. See what the opponent's playing here. I like the sleeves, kind of cool. Mono white life gain maybe. All right, so we kind of want the veteran to attack into us here so we can go Virtue of Loyalty and make the block, because that would take away some potential life gain in the future, which is very clutch, especially if they're playing Voice of the Blessed. That takes away a lot of their power. And I mean, why not, right? Let's just get this down and get it rolling. I mean, our starts don't get much better than this. We don't really even need to do the whole shenanigans and, you know, infinite loop when we've got just such a great, powerful board to start with here. We attack first. Let's end the turn. I've got options here, man. I can either go with the Wandering Emperor or I can go Faithful Mending. Either way, pretty solid. Oh, they're doing token stuff. I like that. I like that. All right, let's go here. All right, I gotta kill this, right? That's just too good. Them getting that extra token every turn is pretty ridiculous. We'll give them the option here to double up on this 2/2. They don't take it. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. I thought for sure they'd take that opportunity. They're gonna out token us, that's for sure. Like, they're gonna go wider than us potentially here. So Sunfall, a pretty important card here, I think. Unless, of course, we 3 blind mice right here and right now. No 3 blind mice. What do we do here? I feel like we gotta kind of rinse repeat. I really cannot have Queen on the field. Queen is just... I did not mean to do that. Undo. Oh, thank God. I fat fingered my mouse there.
May your blade strike true.
Okay. I don't love that they're all 2/2s now. That's gonna be tricky. Would really love to get this down on the field, but haven't had an opportunity to do so because they've had too many things that we had to answer. All right, the opponent is at 4 life. We got to keep that in mind. We're pretty close to closing this thing out. We get 1 token per turn guaranteed with the Emperor. I'm trying to get the 3 blind mice in the yard. Elish Norn's fine. Come on. Dang it. Okay, so if we go Tamiyo, we tap this, we exile it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers to our 4 attackers. Meaning something's gonna get doubled up on. Still think that's the play though. I mean, I don't love it, but I still think that's the play. We lose the Wandering Emperor, which is unfortunately pretty sad. Or we don't even have to really do that. We could just attack and see what they do here. This would force them into having to block everything. Oh, this is good. I like this. This will force them into having to block every single thing on my board. And even if they double up on any one of my creatures, they lose everything. That's perfect. And we're only, you know, worst case scenario, they lose everything except for Elish Norn, and we're left with, you know, 3 attackers. So that's pretty good. Pretty darn good. All right, I think we got time here for at least one more game. Having so much fun with Tamiyo, man. Such a cool combo. Opening hand looks definitely good enough to keep. It's just a little bit expensive is the thing. No 2 drops here. Should be able to make it work though. Tomorrow's deck is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I was just kind of bouncing back and forth in my own head here about what I want to play. It's going to be a Bant deck just like this one, but it's going to be incredible. I've already played it a couple of times off recording, and I was able to hit somebody for like 600 damage. It's very, very meme style, but it takes tokens and we absolutely break it. So definitely be on the lookout for tomorrow's video. It's insane. It's probably more absurd than this one. It can be. I was waiting on the opponent here. All right, apparently they're back. All right, here we go. All right, we got Dimir colors. Are we running counter spells? I hope not. Just don't show me any white sources either. Ah, come on. I've been running into I ran into a few control decks earlier, and it made me think that if we get hit with like a farewell, this could be very, very bad. So let's hope there's no farewells in our future here. Definitely gonna go 3 blind mice here, get the ball rolling on the tokens. All right, so no counter spell. We've established that. Sorin, okay. Yeah, we're Sorin.
Vengeance, bloody and righteous.
What are we doing? We drawing a card? They can really do whatever they want here. They're not really in super trouble with these little mice, you know. They get a land. Best thing they could have gotten there. Don't want Tamiyo dying before we can hit the infinite combo, so we're gonna attack into the Sorin, keep the loyalty as low as possible, and look to maybe just do the memory deluge.
Has not gone unnoticed.
I mean, we haven't seen a ton of white sources here. Maybe it's not farewell territory. We'll see, but I mean, it could be. I mean, Path to Peril. Hopefully that's the reason they're running the white source. Who knows? The fact that we're seeing primarily Dimir though, and just that, I think we might be okay. All right, let's go with this. And I mean, Broker's Ascendancy down on the field now would be pretty good. I just can't really afford to throw Tamiyo down to have it get removed, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broker's Ascendancy and maybe just say go. I mean, that's all we really can do. Auto Tapper kind of screwed me there. Could have got a Faithful Mending off, but the Auto Tapper hates tapping pain lands when they're supposed to. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can resolve the old Tamiyo. If we can't resolve Tamiyo and somehow they pulled a counter off the top here, the game's pretty much over, I think, but hopefully that's not the case. Come on, Tamiyo. Let's go. It hits the field. We go to Exile 3. Blind Mice up back on the field. As long as Destroy Evil's not in our future here, we might be okay. Destroy Evil, Farewell, those types of things. I can live with that. That's fine. Sorin's not able to ult yet. That's going to be next turn, which is still pretty bad. It's 13 damage straight up. I mean, that's not the end of the world though. We're not dead to it. So, all right, well,
Dire times, dire
interesting. Interesting. I'm actually gonna do the old you replay your thing too. You want to do that to me? I'll do it to you. All right, let's go with the 3 blind mice. Create another mouse here. Look to pump everything up. Things about to get crazy. We sped up the process here quite a bit with the 3 blind mice by playing the other copy here.
blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Cut down on one of the mice. I'm surprised they didn't want to replay the interesting. Pretty shocking. I thought for sure they'd replay that. They're really trying to keep the Sorin alive, man, so they can hit that ult, but I really don't see a ton of value from that ult. I really need to keep this in hand here because I need a cheap spell that, you know, will get countered by that, and then we can activate the Sunfall potentially. Here we go. I mean, the loop is online, and I don't think the opponent has an answer for it, so that's really good. Let's go Tamiyo here. Nothing in the yard worth bringing back, so we'll just submit 0 on the plus here. Look to get the Broker's Ascendancy going here so we can ult the Tamiyo. Looking good. Man, a lot of card draw for the opponent here, though. Just please don't hit a farewell, man. A farewell would just be heartbreaking. There's 13 damage right to my face. It is what it is.
I am the rightful lord of Innistrad. Feel my wrath.
Alright, my turn. Obvious choice here. Copy all of these bad boys. We're finally at the point where we're hitting the scroll bar to find our enchantments. Things about to get crazy. Tap this.
Our will cannot be
Attack you, and you. That's perfect. I mean, could it get any better than that? I don't think so. Let's see. Something's getting countered here, right? So let's let this get countered. I guess it doesn't counter enchantments, huh? I could have just not done that. I don't know. I guess we'll Sunfall. I don't really love this, guys. I know it's probably not the right call, but I really can't have that Jhin out there countering every single turn. It's pretty annoying. All right, believe it or not, that's fine. All right, here we go. Yeah, I definitely should have just, I think, played the Virtue of Loyalty straight up last turn and not worried about anything getting countered. And just Sunfalled the following turn, but, you know, mistakes were made here, unfortunately. Tamiyo ult. Tamiyo number 2. Let's play it for very cheap. Tap down our friend here, Sanctuary Warden. Draw a card. Not a bad card. Let's see. Definitely going to activate this because it's going to be important. And let's go here. Attack in. Opponent chumps. And we're chilling. All right, here we go. Here we go. Got Tamiyo constantly tapping down the Warden here. Warden's ability becoming pretty useless. And I would imagine the opponent's probably going to scoop here. Yeah, they see no end to this combo. It really doesn't end, my friend. It really doesn't. It just keeps on going. So unless you're running Farewell, you just lose. GG. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another video, another Bant list ramping with a lot of token nonsense. So be sure to stay tuned for that one because it is going to be good. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, I hope, of course, you enjoyed the build. This was a really, really fun combination. Obviously, I did not come up with it myself, but I had to try it out because there were a lot of people talking about it and seeing it all over the ladder. So wanted to try if I could make, a version of my own. And I really, really enjoyed it a lot. And I hope you did as well. But But thanks for watching all the way to the end. It helps more than you might know for sticking around this long. And lastly, one huge thank you and shout out to the Marty Mob. If you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is the membership program on this channel. So huge shout out to you if you're out there watching and you're part of the Marty Mob. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it very, very much. And that does it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.
Eyes on the track.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.